Have you ever felt like you're putting in the work but never really seeing the progress? This is something that I've been thinking about, the beauty of small progress. You know, those tiny steps that we take that might seem insignificant at first, but ultimately they lead to something bigger and brighter. Not too long ago, I found myself feeling stuck, like I was treading water in the same spot, watching everything seemingly zoom past me. I don't know if it's something you can relate to, but it is quite frustrating. You have these big dreams and goals, but for some reason, they feel like 1,000 light years away. I kept telling myself that unless I was making huge strides, I wouldn't get anywhere with anything. But here's the spoiler, that mindset doesn't get you very far. If anything, it leaves you feeling overwhelmed, burnt out, and honestly, so very much defeated. Then one day, something clicked. Maybe it was a quote I stumbled upon or a conversation with a friend that hit home. Either way, I realized that progress doesn't have to be this grand dramatic thing. It can be as simple as getting out of bed when it feels impossible, or finally tackling that pile of laundry that's been mocking you for days. That shift in perspective changes everything. Suddenly, I started celebrating the small wins. I'd give myself a little mental high five here or there for every tiny little step that I took forward, whether it was finishing a chapter of a book or making it through a very tough week. Some days it does work, and on others, not so much. But by the end of the day, it doesn't change the fact that small progress is still progress. When you engage in all or nothing or black and white thinking, seeing situations in extremes without considering the gray areas, you make things unnecessarily difficult for yourself. The good thing is, those small wins begin to add up. You start to see progress in areas in your life where you'd been stuck for ages. It's like watching a pot of water slowly come to a boil, each bubble lazily forming on the surface, but still undeniably building heat and intensity. Sure, I have days where I feel like I'm spinning my wheels, but for now, instead of letting that frustration consume me, I remind myself of all the victories, the little victories that I've already achieved. Because despite heavily focusing only on the bigger picture, it takes smaller pieces to make it whole. They're important because they are proof that you're moving forward, even if it is at a snail's pace sometimes. So, embrace the small wins. Celebrate them like you would a major milestone because they are the building blocks of something incredible. I hope you remember that progress isn't always how far you go. It's about how far you've come. That was good. I want to leave you with this quote from Letters to a Young Poet by Raina Maria. I hope I'm saying the name right. Allow your verdicts their own quiet and troubled development, which, like all progress, must come from deep within and cannot be forced or accelerated. Everything must be carried to term before it is born. I don't know how you interpret that, but I hope it's something you can think on. That is it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video, this little reminder to appreciate whatever progress you've made, big or small, because they all matter. And I want you to know that I see you, and I'll see you in the next video, and stay blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.